Okay, we're going to make mini pecan pies. For this you need 1 stick of butter, 3 ounces of cream cheese, a cup of plain flour, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, an egg, which I did not get out yet, a teaspoon of vanilla, and you can either use pecan halves or chopped pecans. You can put pecan halves inside of them, or you can use them chopped. We had chopped, just some left over from when we did the bourbon balls. If that's not enough to do them all, I will take some of the whole ones and actually chop them up, because I like them to have the small pieces of pecans, not the big hunks of pecans. So we'll chop up what we need, and then you make sure you get a mini muffin pan like this, and it does 24 is what this makes. Okay, I've got my butter and my cream cheese at room temperature. I'll let them sit and soften up a little bit. I'm going to turn the mixer on just to kind of get them creamed together. Add a cup of flour total, and I added a 1/2 cup at a time. And this is for the crust. And I'm going to turn this up a little bit to let it mix in really good. And this will be the bottom of the little tarts we're making. And you may have to take a spoon and straight down the side. I'm going to get a spoon real quick. Okay, you can see where it's kind of pulling together and making balls. That means it's ready. What you do is you get some dough up here, and you want to make 24 balls. So I just kind of make it about that size and just drop them in there. And then I'll go ahead and do one just to let you know kind of what it looks like. If you don't, I usually go through and do the balls in all of them, and then once I know how many I've got, then I'll come back and do this. But all you do is take your finger and push it down in the middle, and then push it up on the sides. But go all the way up to the sides and get it as thin as you can, because you don't want them too thick, because it will get a little thicker when you bake it. So make sure you get it really good and up on the sides. Alright, here they are in the pan. They're all pushed out. You notice I've got plenty of room inside there. The first couple of times I made these, I used the full-size balls and tried to even it all out. And I really didn't have a container to hold any of the nuts in the liquid I'm going to put in there. So you see, I didn't use all the batter. So I mean, I guess you could save that and make some more, but 24 is usually a really good number. If you want to save that and use it again, you can. Once these come out, you can make some more. Now I'm going to mix up the filling for it, and I'll show you that step too. Okay, I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. This is for the filling part. And I'll just kind of, this is a 1/4 measuring cup to fit in the bag. And I'm going to put an egg in here, just 1 egg, a teaspoon of vanilla, now stir this all up, and it doesn't look like it would be enough liquid in there to get the brown sugar, but it is. You keep working at it, it'll make like a thick, syrupy concoction. See how thick that is? You get it really good and stirred up. What I do is I take my chopped nuts. My spoon fell in there. What I do is I take my chopped nuts and put them into your filling. And if you just put a handful, I mean just a pinch of pecans in each one of these, and it ends up being a lot better than the recipe actually says put the liquid in and then put the nuts on top. And it actually works better if you just go ahead and put the nuts in the little pie tarts beforehand. Okay, these are the filled up tarts, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a spoonful of this liquid I mixed up, and just put it on top. And we're going to fill them up most of the way. And I'll come back and hit each one of them, make sure they're filled once they've had a chance to go through the nuts that I've got on there. Okay, here they are all filled up, and you'll see there's some air bubbles and stuff like that popping up. What they'll do is, as they heat up, that filling will liquefy a little bit better, and it'll make like a gel, and then the nuts will be all mixed in with the filling. You can kind of see the nuts kind of rising up there. So I'm going to bake them in the oven, 350 degrees, for about half an hour, but check on them in about 15-20 minutes. Okay, I checked on them in the oven here. And looks like they're about done. We'll give them just another minute. The crust is actually getting pretty brown, so I'll just give them just another minute. Okay, it's been another couple minutes, so it's now been about 14 minutes or so. Take them out of the oven. And you see we have a nice crust on them. And if you look, I don't know if you can see it. It'll focus in, there you go. You can see that there's still some liquidy spots in the middle, which is good. Those will firm up as it goes. And the little crust have kind of cracked on the top. Some of it ran over. What I do is just take a butter knife or a knife and just kind of cut those and scrape them right over the edge, and they'll be good. But let them cool just a little bit, and then take a knife and run them around the edges of this on the outside. If you run a knife around the edges, and they'll pop right up out of there, and I'll show you how I get them out when they're cooled off a little bit. Let them cool off for probably I don't know, 15-20 minutes before you try to take them out. Alright, we'll see how one of these comes out. Oh, this one's already loose. Just kind of, you might have to go around it with a knife and just come around it, but you see? You're getting brown on the outside. Sometimes it'll just pop right loose. Let's put them in a pan. And we'll put them in a pan. Once I get them all in there, I will put a lid on them and to store them. You don't have to refrigerate these or anything. It's a lot easier to do with two hands too. I cut one open to see let you see what one looks like inside. And there it is. Looks like a little pecan tart. And yes, I will be tasting it.